Я знаю, для чего я с тобой общаюсь. Вот этот разговор я записываю, ты потом послушаешь, потому что я не буду говорить, кто ты, просто твой голос. Я знаю, для чего я с тобой общаюсь. Мои мысли для меня предельно ясны. Причем в квантовой системе. Я работаю в квантовой системе. Я уверен, ты понимаешь, о чем я говорю. Так вот, для чего? Я тебе объясню, если ты некоторые из моих идей, может быть, тебе не совсем ясны или ты их ошибаешься. У меня секретов нет, я тебе все расскажу. Я тебе уже 100 раз все это говорил. Но для чего, вот ты говоришь, он должен, ты ему написала вчера, он не ответил, правильно?
Промолчал.
Промолчал. Это уже жесткий такой хороший мужской поступок. Просто-напросто промолчать. Круто. Все жесть. Теперь ты ждешь от него мужского поступка, поведения, ответа. Что он должен сказать? Да, он позвонить должен и сказать, идем общаться с тобой в ресторан. Примерно так, как вот Лева. Тебе такой режим интересен. Для чего тебе общение... То есть, неправильно, я хочу сказать неправильно, не говорю неправильно. Не для чего, а... что именно нужно тебе из общения с ним? Для какой цели? Чтобы не помнишь, что для чего, мол, тебе не нужно. Нет, для какой цели ты хочешь с ним общаться? Ты, главное, ты решаешь, ты выбираешь, ты женщина. Ты должна точно знать цель. Какова цель, которую преследуешь с этим человеком ты? Если он, как вот тебя пригласит, там, пойдешь куда-то с ним.
Слушай, а зачем ты все записываешь? Это мне не интересно.
О, защим. Пошел защим. Писю подщемила. Писю или попу? Что там защемила прищепкой? Ай-яй-яй.
Ничего.
Защемила. Видишь как? Смотри. А я записываю разговоры. Этим разговором я их поставлю, наверное, в июле. Если до них вообще дойду. А может, мне покажется неинтересным, я другое что-то поставлю. Я много не ставлю. Этот разговор жизненный. Никто не знает, кто ты. Тебе неприятно. Большинство людей, 99,9, им неприятно себя записывать. То есть им, так скажем, стыдно. Им неудобно.
Хорошо, ладно. Я сейчас просто уже домой сейчас подъезжаю. Вот. Зачем? Ну, он мне нравится, честно. Вот он такой, не знаю.
Я понимаю, что он тебе нравится. Я знаю, что ты не знаешь, сколько у него детей. И не хочешь знать, ты даже не спросишь. Ты даже могла бы это у меня спросить. В конце концов, это твое будущее. И ты со своим будущим очень всегда внимательно и рассудительно. Так подожди, давай еще раз. Думаю или знаю, эта информация, она доступна. Ее легко очень, эту информацию легко...
Ну, наверное, знаю, но просто подробностей не знаю.
И не надо тебе, правильно, это же не твое будущее. Тебе мужик понравился, ну а сколько там детей, так это уже потом. Нормально. Приоритеты у нас важны.
Их-то трое, это я так поняла, но я не знаю подробностей, как получилось.
Подожди, ты мне только двоих перечислила, извини, что я перебиваю. Ты сказала, что у нее девочке, сколько там, 12 лет, там...
Да, ну это что я подробно знаю.
Так.
Это что я точно знаю.
Ребенок в Америке. Ребенок в Америке. А кто третий, я так и не могу...
Двое, я думаю, что в Америке двое детей от разных женщин.
Подожди, а он тебе рассказал про двоих или только про одного?
Про одного и второго, наверное, не досказал, вот так.
А он сказал, что у него... Давай конкретно, это же человек же, ты о человеке говоришь, так, есть, нет, это серьезно, есть человек, есть проблемы.
Ну зачем нам это обсуждать?
Наташенька, вынужден, если ты будешь так говорить со мной, я тебя буду вынужден отпустить, ты мне очень больно делаешь сейчас. Ты фильдеперс включила.
Я не знаю, это может быть
очень больно делаешь. Пришел к нам в разговор грех. Зло пришло в разговор. Злина.
Я на парковку заезжаю, у меня Мария названивает.
Это нормально, все, побежали, ручки в ножки.
Не побежали, но дети голодные с утра.
Конечно, дети, это наши, это главное наше, это наши дети. Надо их накормить всех, чтобы они, не дай бог, не проголодались, как он в племенах 3 дня без этого, и нормально все. Нет, надо кормить их 3 раза в день. Супчик-мупчик, пуси-муси. Конечно, давай. Давай. Алло. это можно до утра. Но невозможно донести что-то такое. И так смешно, да как смешно. В шахматы играть, человек не знает, как ходят фигуры. Как в шахматы играть? Когда человек не знает, как ходят фигуры. Хорошая женщина. Я ее люблю, уважаю. Как мне как сестра старше, хотя она младше. Младшая сестра, дочь моя. Но она не хочет, знать, как фигуры ходят. Их что-то дергает фигуры. Фигуры с доски слетают даже. Так что за игра? Хорошая женщина. Любим и уважаем всех. Так она. Сегодня у нас 27 апреля. Мы были у врача с Ониксом. С Destiny. So check this out. Gonna make the salad. So we're having some situations, some uncertainties, непонимание in Russian, не совсем точная ситуация, непроясненная ситуация, complex words in any language. Onyx. Let's ask him. Onyx. There you go. It's a good toy. What do you think, me and your mom, us together? How do you see us? Huh? Я разговариваю с тобой. Что ты, what is this? I'm talking to you. Алло. Sometimes I'm not gonna say what you remind me of. Listen, seriously, what do you think? I'm gonna make a salad, but you tell me. What do you think? You see this happening well? Platonic, friends, lovers, acquaintance, twice in 1 week. Do we have a song? When I was paddleboarding the other day, I was talking about you on my video. You know she left there.
You said to who?
I'm talking to myself on the video. It's like my diary. So when I talk, I say, you know, check this out. Last night, she left, and you know, no communication. That's another thing. We could talk. Say, listen, I'm not. Anyway, we were spoke. So I said there is a song about a soldier who went to war, and there was a phrase in that song because they just got married not too long ago, and he goes and she goes, "Oh, sweetheart, you leaving me?" You know, the wife. We just got married. All I remember. Only 2 nights we had. Only the 2 nights that we really had. Those are the 2 nights I remember. I mean, of all that we weren't together really. Just 2 nights I remember. So I'm like, that's exactly about me and you. Две ноченьки ночи. О, куда ж ты, милый? Just like this song. But then I thought maybe there are 3. No, there are 2.
Yeah, just 2.
Onyx, you see? Not very prolific. So you spoke to your mom and she said, you like old men, huh?
Yeah, she just said, oh, you like old men?
Yeah, I'm older than her.
Yeah, you older.
By significantly older than her.
No, not significantly. Well, it
12
depends
years.
Yeah.
She's like Anastasia.
Yeah.
See Anastasia? That's what I'm talking about. That's a good age difference for me. These women I'm talking to in Russia, they say, oh, I'm 39. That's nice. I said, think about it. I'm living with a 22-year-old, and she can't handle me. She can only handle me twice. I'm that much of a hot stud. I'm just impossible to handle. She can't even be in the same room with me. That is how difficult I am to handle. You think you have a chance with me? Ha! Ha! 20-year-old, in fact.
Tooting your own horn.
20-year-old and her friend. That was good for me. That was sufficient energy for me. Only I was falling asleep half the time.
Right.
Yeah.
All the time.
Drunk. So that's the situation. So she said you like old men?
Yeah. She said, oh, you like old men?
She didn't.
Because you know my son's dad is 33. His dad is 33.
You didn't talk about this whole thing with Gregory?
What's the whole thing?
Like you living here?
Did I talk to Gregory about it?
Yeah.
Me and Gregory don't talk.
That is sweet. I'll never forget that. See me?
Only last time we talked was
Huh? He's
at
okay?
court. Yeah. Last time we spoke was when he was looking for the courtroom and he called my phone to ask me for the courtroom.
I understand. So now though, you are peaceful.
Yes. Now
So
I
what
am at
prevents you
peace.
from talking to the guy? At least technically you can talk to him. Can't you?
Yeah, his girlfriend blocked my phone number from his phone. So I can't call. And every time I tell him that she blocked my number, he unblocks me and then she goes back and blocks me again.
You see how that, but you see, this is the situation. And that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's very disgusting, right?
No, that's his son. Don't worry about that. Tomato, you don't worry about that. That's his son. And what's happening with me and my kids is happening for another reason. Always a woman involved. Because had it not been for him, he probably would have been more forthcoming.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to sneak around her to see him and be with him, and that's terrible.
Does she have children already? Or
No, she has no kids.
That's okay. It's okay. I got this. I got this. And she's, how old is she?
25, I think. 25, 26. Probably 26.
No kids.
Yeah.
What does she do?
I think she works at Wendy's.
But obviously you don't talk to her, huh?
No. She doesn't like me. She hates my guts.
Is she good looking? Or
I
not
can show
that?
you a picture.
You have a picture of her?
Yeah, I looked her up once.
What about your grandma?
Do my grandma talk to her?
Did you and grandma talk about you being here?
No, I didn't get to talk to my grandma about it. She's been at the hospital lately.
How's the grandpa?
They today did a colon.
Colonoscopy?
Yes, and a brain, something for his brain to get, cause they said it's blood clots in his brain or something. Something crazy.
If
Yeah.
you'd like, I can call tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to see what hospital he's at now because they transferred him to somewhere else. But his name is Randall Rush.
He's okay in general? He's okay?
Yeah, he's okay. So far that I've heard, right? Yeah, he's okay. So far, so good. They're still trying to figure out what made him
That was seizure.
have a Someone, the doctor said he probably fell. Same thing he was saying.
Well, yeah, well, something was bleeding.
The thing is, he had an accident. He was at a pool company because he owns a pool company. He makes pools. And he was at one of their pool companies and he slipped on water and fell. But he don't remember if he hit his head or not.
But the fact that it was bleeding, it seems like...
Right, but the accident happened like 2 months ago.
Oh.
But it's still a possibility, right? Because sometimes people doesn't like have a reaction until months later.
You know, from falling, it had to have been a significant injury to have caused him to have seizures. If it's just a fall, even like concussion, for example. Concussions don't commonly have seizures as a complication. It had to have been like a traumatic injury, like bleeding in the brain, like bad enough for that. But since they've done CAT scans, I'm sure they would have seen signs of old.
Right.
And they didn't tell you.
Yeah, and they didn't say anything about that. I don't know. They're not telling us much. I don't know why. It's like they don't even know.
They don't know what to, because sometimes families don't know what to ask, or sometimes they say something and they don't really signify what's the key. Like people say, oh, what's the, like I have patients that say his problem is the lungs, and they start asking about his level of his chemical in the blood, and I'm like, that's not an issue. The issue is that he can't breathe. Okay, but what about the kidneys? I say kidneys, it's not a big issue because he can't breathe. So they can't quite figure what the main
Questions
thing
to
is.
ask. Right.
Yeah, and I tell them, and they say, oh, how's he doing? What's this? Let's say they say, what's this oxygen? And I say, it's not about the oxygen. It's oxygen. So they have to be told what it is they have to ask, because they don't know.
Right. Yeah, see, you're a doctor, so I feel like it'd be better if you talk to
Yeah,
them.
I can talk to them tomorrow.
I have to ask my grandma what hospital they transfer me.
And I can explain to her what's going on. And then once she understands, huh?
Oh, she's speaking. We can call her tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. As soon as she when she understands better, it makes a lot of difference, because she will be feeling more calmer, more confident. And believe it or not, her confidence will transmit to him. Because she'll just be calm, because otherwise families are frantic, which makes patients frantic, because
Right.
they're calming, they're nervous, they're asking, they're not trusting. Plus also, ethnically it's, people feel always, they don't pay as much attention because of this and that. So how were you these couple of nights? I felt that you missed me.
You said you felt it?
The way you text. The way you texting. Sounds like you didn't even fight. One night, destiny disasters. When I was going through my depression, I had 2 episodes in my life. One when I was in my 20s. And I was like telling doctors, sorry. Oh, I feel like quitting my residency. You want some of you like this?
There's only certain ones I like. That's olives?
Yeah, I love it. Oh, sorry. It's so
Yeah, these not the ones I like.
I was saying to the guy, he was a psychologist. I remember like it was yesterday. I tell him, listen, I don't like this residency. I don't like my life. I don't like anything. It's a job. The whole thing is boring. I'm able to just go travel the world. Just to unwind. It was this. You have a good residency. You leave it, you lose the spot. You're right now emotional. Just go with what you do. Try to do some sports, some unwind here in Manhattan, in New York. Don't be going traveling the world, quitting stuff. Don't ruin what you have. Don't do any drastic moves until you calm down. Because you're emotional, you're depressed. So I learned, if people are like that, better to wait and then see. Once the smoke clears, for example, in a couple of days you may realize, you know what, with all due respect, it's uncomfortable, let's say. For example, you feel a certain way. For example, say, listen, I feel like that. Okay? Well thought through. I can't believe you felt unwell because you did not return. You really didn't feel well about that.
Yeah, I really didn't.
Like.
I'm like, because it's like you like you like things certain ways. So I'm like, okay, this may be a problem, and to just avoid it.
Avoid it.
Yes. Yeah.
Avoid it. You see. So you're smart. You see how avoiding it seems like a fix. Yeah, if you avoid it, not talk about it. Out of sight, out of mind. But it doesn't resolve it. As opposed to talk about it. Yes, I know it's bitter. I know I was bitter, but hopefully we are big enough people. By the way, do you know how many people are so so not holding a grudge like me and you? We are not, how do you call it in English? Holding a grudge. You know, being upset and not letting go, not letting it be. Most people hold a grudge for look at my
years.
parents, for life.
Right.
But me and you have that ability, which is uncommon. That means ultimately, for a person to be able to not hold a grudge, they have to somehow realize that they're also at fault and take responsibility for saying, listen, I said something, probably I could have been better, and let me tell you that maybe I messed up in some way. Sorry. You messed up in some way. Hope you're sorry too. Let's continue. 15-second rule, like this guy says. The goalkeeper, we have a kid who's a goalkeeper. He misses a goal, 15 seconds, and he's not upset anymore. Anyway, this is good stuff. This is...
I forgot you were like recording.
Yeah, I'm talking. It seems like it may be something interesting or whatever. Imagine it in 10 years. He'll be 10. He's gonna say, well, check me out. I'll be almost 60. You'll be 30.
Whoa. Fuck. I'll be 30.
Peace and love, all the power, respect, and everything like that. Plus, these people who listen, mostly they speak Russian, so we have to translate. Мы все потом переведем.